United Nations Association of Greater Boston, or as we call it, UNAGB, is a nonprofit organization based in Massachusetts. And our goal is to build a multi generational network of global citizens in the Boston community. And as a mission, I think it's to educate, inspire, engage members of the Boston community in critical issues related to the United Nations and its work. We've tried to serve as a bridge between the Boston community and the United Nations. And so our activities, all of them as a whole, are our greatest achievement in trying to ensure that there's awareness within the Boston community about the United Nations and its work. And within those activities, probably the most popular activity is our Model UN program, which engages almost 5,000 kids in middle school and high school each year. And the Model UN program takes different flavors. We have Model UN conferences, we have Model UN in the classroom, and then we have a Summer Institute in Global Leadership. Model UN is an opportunity for participants to role play as diplomats from different countries and to grapple with global issues. And so the Model UN program is especially important in building communications, collaboration, negotiation, critical thinking skills, and to resolve issues in a peaceful, nonviolent way. And Model UN program is especially important because it helps to focus attention of the participants, these young people, in understanding how to interact with people in a peaceful, nonviolent way, without bullying, without name calling, and without intolerance. Initially, we were focused on bringing students from urban areas into the Model UN program because it was a great way to lift the horizons of those young people beyond their local areas and make them understand that there's a big world out there. And as a result, many of the young people who participate in the Model UN actually go on into international careers. As a bridge to the United Nations, we've kept pace with UN priorities. And so initially it was the Millennium Development Goals, and now it's the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And so we're focusing attention of the Boston community, of the Model UN participants on the SDGs. And over time, we've also seen a change in the focus of even the United Nations, but certainly UNAGB, on engaging the business community in our activities. The United Nations understands that to solve many of these problems, it's not a government issue, it's also a business issue. And unless you engage the business community actively in the solution of those problems, then you won't solve those issues. And so the United Nations itself has developed various compacts for corporations around the country and around the world to engage in solving global issues and in helping the global community achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. The Model UN program is still very much an opportunity for young people to take on the perspectives outside their box and think in ways that they might not normally think, and understand the perspectives of people that they might not normally interact with. So it's a great way to build a sense of understanding about the global community, about the differences that separate us, and the ways in which we have to work together as a planet. While UNHCR deals with global issues, we understand that in order to solve those global issues, you need to take action at the local level. And our programs, some of them focus on the global, some of them focus on the local. And our education program is definitely focused on educating, training young people to become global citizens, but it has the potential over time, using digital technology, to reach out to more and more people outside of the Boston area. I'm a big believer in the United Nations. I think it's an institution that if it did not exist, it would have to be created. The United Nations was founded to promote peace and sustainability, and those continue to be the major challenge for the planet. And the SDG goals are dedicated to achieving those goals. And so, if we look at each of those 17 SDG goals, we'll find the pathway to what needs to be solved in order to achieve a sustainable world. The United Nations has a great function in our world, and it gives me hope for the future. And that even though there are problems, I also look to all these specialized agencies, the World Bank, the World Health Organization, the International Maritime Organization, that provide ongoing benefit to the world community. It's a fantastic organization, and I hope that UNAGB, through its activities, helps to engage the Boston community in the work of UNAGB, but also the work of the United Nations.